So Nintendo Switch 2 is on the horizon. I mean, we have more information coming up here in April. We know what the Switch 2 looks like. We know some of the features. We know that we're potentially getting a new Mario Kart 9 game. We saw maybe some footage of that, some gameplay of that during the whole entire the announcement trailer for Nintendo Switch 2. But with that being said, though, we really don't know a whole lot about it. But again, we'll be finding more information as we get closer to April, and of course, as we get closer to the launch of the Switch 2. But with that being said, though, there is rumors of a highly anticipated, anyways, Nintendo Direct coming this week. That's going to focus mainly on, or just on, anyways, the original Nintendo Switch. So what else could they possibly have, in the bag that's coming up here? We know there's games coming out, but is there anything brand new that Nintendo Switch needs to put on this console before the next one comes out? I mean, they still have a few months. They still have it's February now. They still got at least 4 months probably, until the release. But of course, they're really going to start talking a lot about that in April. So really, they have a couple months. But again, though, stop and think that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to play some of the same games that your Nintendo Switch is going to play. So they could definitely release games on the original Nintendo Switch that, of course, will look better, play better on the Nintendo Switch 2. Games like, there's definitely rumors. Of course, it's been going on for a long time. All these rumors of a Twilight Princess, like a remastered version of that, of a new Wind Waker as well too. We already had the Wind Waker HD. We have the Twilight Princess HD, but there's potentially a remastered version of both coming out on Nintendo Switch. Of course, just like other prior Zelda games and other games in general, there's a very good possibility that game could release, of course, on Nintendo Switch 1. And then, of course, work its way over or work on Nintendo Switch 2 as well. And, of course, look better. But people who don't have Nintendo Switch 2 and have the Nintendo Switch 1, aren't planning on moving yet, don't have the money to move yet, whatever it may be, can't get a hold of one, they'll still have the opportunity to still play those games on the Nintendo Switch 1. And then when they get their 2, then there you go. There you have it. So again, it makes you wonder what else is in the bag. Metroid Prime 4. Do I think that's going to come out on the original Nintendo Switch? I don't know. There's a very good possibility that, again, it could be the same thing. It could come out on Nintendo Switch 1, and then, of course, work its way over to Nintendo Switch 2 as well. It could be a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. Very good possibility of that. We haven't really heard a whole lot about it recently, but, again, I really think that this game is going to probably be on Nintendo Switch 2, but they've touted it for so long that there's a good possibility they could still release this game here on Nintendo Switch 1, and, again, have it roll over to Switch 2. So lots of possibilities, guys, and there's lots of possibilities out there of what may happen. Is there even going to be a Nintendo Switch Direct this week? Again, what else do they have to offer for Nintendo Switch 1 that they want to get out? I mean, yes, they still have some time, but again, though, what else is there that they actually would have to unveil to us so that we can actually play on Nintendo Switch 1 while we wait for Nintendo Switch 2? So that's my question to you guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is going to be coming out here? What do you think if there is a potential Direct, which I could definitely see one coming up? The rumor right now is it's coming out, it's going to be on the 4th or the 5th, which would be Tuesday or Wednesday, is when this Nintendo Direct is supposed to be happening. But again, though, what could they possibly be focusing on, and what are they going to discuss and release still for Nintendo Switch 1 prior to the release of Nintendo Switch 2? So that's all I know from you guys here. Like I said, for me personally, I do think that we're going to get some information and maybe a trailer if this does happen, of course, for a Twilight Princess remastered or a Wind Waker, or maybe both. Maybe they're both going to come out on one cartridge. Maybe it's just the HD. Maybe it's just the HD port. It's going to look better, going to run better on the Switch and on the Switch 2. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm curious to see what else they have in the bag for us here, because as we get closer to the end of Nintendo Switch 1, which isn't really the end of Nintendo Switch 1, because like I said, it's going to take a while. It always does. There's people still playing the Xbox 360. There's still people playing the PS4. But they're starting to make games now. They're like the WWE's 2K25. They're starting to make games there's going to be certain things that's going to be available on the Xbox Series X and the PS5 that's not going to be available on the older generations. There's games that look better. I literally got my daughter. She was playing WWE 2K23, I believe it was, last on the regular Xbox. We upgraded her to the Xbox Series S. She got the game for $24 for that 2K24 on the Xbox Series S. Sorry, and man, night and day. Played better, shorter load times, looks a hell of a lot better. But again, though, I think we're getting down to that time where it's finally starting to fade out. It's been 5 years since the release of the PS5 and such, Xbox Series X and S. So again, people are going to be playing people are going to be playing the Nintendo Switch, the original one still, even when the Switch 2 comes out. But I'm just curious to see who they cater to, if they allow people to still play those games and just roll them over to the Switch. So again, sound off down below, guys. Make sure you guys like this video if you choose to. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on that bell notification because we have all things here that is Chit Chat Gaming here on Chitty's World. And as always, guys, happy gaming.